Imagine this. You look up at the night sky. Billions of stars. Galaxies spinning like cosmic clockwork. From a distance, it all seems random. Explosions, collisions, infinite emptiness. And yet, everything fits together with impossible precision. The orbits, the forces, the laws, they don't clash. They dance. So here's the question that has haunted thinkers for centuries. If the universe is random, why does it look so perfect? Modern science tells us the universe began in chaos. A violent explosion 13.8 billion years ago scattered energy and matter in every direction. Gravity took over, slowly weaving stars, galaxies, and eventually life out of that initial disorder. At first glance, that sounds like pure chance, but look closer. If the strength of gravity had been even slightly weaker or stronger, stars would never have formed. If the universe had expanded a tiny fraction faster, everything would have drifted apart. If slower, it would have collapsed in on itself. These numbers aren't just close, they're razor sharp, like the combination to a cosmic safe. Physicists call this fine-tuning. The constants of nature, gravity, electromagnetism, nuclear forces, are balanced so precisely that even the slightest variation would make the universe lifeless. Stephen Hawking once said that if the rate of expansion 1 second after the Big Bang had been smaller, by even 1 part in 100,000 million, the universe would have collapsed back before reaching its present size. These aren't poetic exaggerations, they're cold, hard calculations. The odds of such a perfect setup happening randomly are so small they are almost impossible to imagine. This is where the mystery begins. Some scientists argue that we're simply lucky. Out of infinite possible universes, we happen to exist in the one where conditions allow life. Others suggest something deeper, that the universe is not random at all, but follows hidden rules we don't fully understand. And then there are those who see this precision as evidence of some underlying intelligence, something or someone that set the stage. But let's slow down. Perfection doesn't just appear in the big picture. It's everywhere. The way the Earth orbits in the narrow Goldilocks zone, where water can stay liquid, the exact tilt of its axis, which creates stable seasons, the moon's perfect size and distance, which stabilizes our planet's wobble. Even the structure of DNA, a molecular language written in 4 letters, follows rules so intricate that a single typo can change everything. When you stack these coincidences on top of each other, the puzzle gets stranger. How many accidents can line up before it stops looking like chance? One explanation is the multiverse theory. Maybe there are countless universes, each with different physical laws. Most are chaotic and uninhabitable. We just happen to live in the rare one that works. It's like buying billions of lottery tickets. Eventually one will win. But here's the catch. We have no direct evidence of these other universes. It's a bold idea, but for now, it's still just that. An idea. Another theory suggests that what we call perfection is simply a result of our limited perspective. The universe looks fine-tuned because we're the ones observing it. If it weren't this way, we wouldn't be here to ask the question. This is known as the anthropic principle. But even this doesn't explain why the numbers are so precise. It just sidesteps the mystery. Throughout history, humans have tried to make sense of cosmic order. Ancient philosophers saw harmony in the heavens and believed it reflected a greater design. Modern physics replaced gods with equations, but the sense of wonder remains. When we discover that a force constant has exactly the value needed to hold galaxies together, it forces us to confront a truth we can't easily explain. Is the universe truly random? Or is it whispering a deeper story? Consider cosmic microwave background radiation, the afterglow of the Big Bang. It's nearly uniform across the sky, but with slight ripples. Those ripples are what seeded galaxies, stars, and planets. If those ripples had been larger, the universe would have been dominated by black holes. Smaller, and no galaxies would have formed at all. The balance is so exact that scientists use phrases like breathtakingly precise to describe it. This isn't chaos, it's choreography. Some argue that these patterns don't require any grand designer. They emerge naturally from mathematical laws. But that raises another question. Where did those laws come from? Why do they exist at all? Why not a universe with different rules or no rules? This is where physics collides with philosophy and science meets awe. We can measure the numbers, trace the timelines, and build equations. But the why remains open. For believers, this precision can feel like a signature. Not proof in the strict scientific sense, but a hint, like an artist's brushstroke on the canvas of reality. For skeptics, it's a reminder of how much we still don't understand. Either way, the effect is the same. The more we learn, the stranger and more astonishing the universe becomes. And maybe that's the point. Maybe the universe isn't just a machine ticking randomly in the void. Maybe it is a stage, a place where chaos and order blend in ways our minds can barely grasp. Whether you see divine intention, hidden physics, or cosmic coincidence, the perfection of the universe forces us to look deeper, to question more, and to marvel at the fact that we exist at all. So the next time you stare at the stars, remember this. Everything had to line up precisely and improbably for that moment to happen. For you to be here. For your eyes to see. For your mind to wonder. Random? Maybe. Perfect? Absolutely. And that perhaps is the greatest mystery of all.